Then we'll go to the offensive side. That's going to be quick, fast, and in a hurry, led by this guy, the former Kent State head coach. That's Big Sean Lewis, 6'6", 6'7", former tight end at Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. Sean Lewis, he's the quarterback's coach and the offensive coordinator, and they want to go fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Real fast, real fast. Ready? All that stuff real quick. Your brain got to process stuff quickly, and that's why he brought over a guy that would be familiar with that. His guy, Big Coach O'Boyle, Bill O'Boyle, the offensive run game coordinator, offensive line coach. He was there at Kent State past 5 years with Coach Sean Lewis. Before that, he was also a head coach at a few other schools, smaller schools on out there in the Midwest. That's where you can find these big road graders at, coming out of Iowa and Wisconsin or Wyoming and such. That's Coach Big Bill O'Boyle. No nonsense is what I call him. Another no-nonsense coach, long-time coach, former head coach, been around SEC, Minnesota, Florida, anywhere you name probably, NFL. This guy's been there. Coach Tim Brewster, the tight ends coach. He's coached some great tight ends in the past. The highest picked tight end in the NFL draft. The one who came out of Florida, Kyle Pitts. If I'm not mistaken, I'm speaking all this out of my head. Off the top right here, this is Tim Brewster. He's a fiery type coach, a guy that's want to get everything he can from that tight end position, which is why you see Zico being asked so much to block and be a complete tight end. That's what Coach Brewster wants. He wants a complete tight end that he's not going to have to sub in and sub out and kind of tip their hats, showing what they're going to do. If this tight end is in the game, then you know that they're going to run the ball. If you know that this guy's in the game, then probably they're going to pass the ball. Coach Brewster won't none of that. None of that. He's the tight end coach. Then you got another guy who's been with Coach Prime for a long time. That's Gary Flea Harrell. He has head coaching experience also on the HBC level, also NFL experience as a running back, assistant head coach, running backs coach, Gary Flea Harrell, former head coach of Howard University. So he has that experience. He was also the assistant head coach at Jackson State. Took over for Coach Prime when he had that surgery. He was out for a while when he had his 2 toes amputated. Then we'll end on that. We got Coach Brett Bartoloni right here. He's the wide receivers coach. Came over as the offensive coordinator for Jackson State last year from Nevada. Former receiver himself. Athlete. A lot of these guys are former athletes, and that's what Coach Prime is looking for, guys who can teach from that perspective of actually going through it and being there. A lot of experience on this staff, and that's where it starts at the top, and they have a lot of guys at the top that's going to really help this team be what it is. So when we get back to that spring game, when that spring game pop off, and they see all of those people there in the stands and the things that's going on, I think those recruits are going to be there and they're going to come. Savion Wilkinson, I think is the writing is on the wall for a lot of these guys. They'll be there. You feel me? A couple more comments right here. Stadium security.